Yeah, those are probably the last smiles we saw on Wall Street today. The opening bell kicking off trading this morning. Stocks saw an over 1,000 point drop for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It was down 1,400s at one point. That was down 3%.
Yeah. S&P also down. We know that it was their worst start to the day since 2022. Companies like Apple are now reporting billions of dollars in lost market value as international currencies like the yen and the pound gain against the U.S. dollar.
Live look right now, yeah, 3.42% the Dow is down. We've seen a lot of red here today. This morning, the Trump administration insisting the stock market changes are temporary as a 10% tariff is set to hit the U.S. trading partner as well. Glad you're with us. It is 11:30 now on this Thursday. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Chris Groh. The president is also hitting dozens of countries with what he calls reciprocal tariffs and threats to increase them if countries respond with their own price hikes. The White House says this is a long-term plan to boost U.S. manufacturing and lower costs.
Experts say Americans will pay more for nearly everything with no real end in sight.
These changes in the stock market, while they're initial, long-term, you've got to assume, and medium-term, and employment-based, you're going to see America thrive.
Allies have tried to talk him out of it, but he really doesn't seem to understand that tariffs are paid by Americans.
China faces a 34% tariff. The EU faces a 20% reciprocal tariff. Canada and Mexico are exempt from new tariffs, but will likely face new ones next month. And these tariffs will significantly impact San Diego's cross-border economy.
Yeah, we're working for your wallet, taking a closer look, studying the issue, and looking at how new international policy impacts San Diego. CBS 8's Regina Rita live in Kearney Mesa, I should say, sharing how this should shake up some local businesses.
Yeah, Eric and Chris, well, this follows President Donald Trump's announcement on a series of tariffs, including a 25% tariff on imported cars. Now, here in Kearney Mesa, of course, we have many dealerships. I was actually talking to some of the employees at one of the dealerships. They said the past couple of weekends they've had really good business because some of the consumers are trying to get this recent inventory before that tariff actually takes place. So as well as some of the restaurants and shops, we know that they use imported products. So you can imagine the concern that many business owners are feeling knowing that imported goods could get even more expensive. Economics professor Alan Jin gave some perspective on tariffs and why he and other economists are skeptical. He says the concept of made in America for America seems prosperous, but it will take time to actually see it play out. He says President Donald Trump has created too much uncertainty, and relocating takes time, if not years or even decades. So with rising prices, San Diego is sure to be impacted. Jin also adds that a tariff is a tax on imports. So if a tariff is placed on a product that's imported into the U.S., the importer will end up paying the tax to the U.S. government. And typically, these businesses pass the increase on to consumers. Now, the question that many San Diegans have is how quick people will start to see prices change at grocery stores or at certain businesses and car dealerships. Well, here's what else Professor Jin shared about San Diego businesses.
Food products like avocados, like strawberries, and things like that then are going to be more expensive. Things like tequila and Mexican beer are going to be more expensive as well.
And that's not all, but we also know that a 25% tariff on imported auto parts is also expected to take effect next month, so that could increase prices even higher.